Welcome to today's video. Earlier today they released a official gameplay trailer for NASCAR Heat Evolution 2. The gameplay you're looking at is the home screen for the 2017 season of NASCAR Heat Evolution. I didn't want to get into the sticky issue of using their footage, and it's 40-second long video, so it's not really much. Well, there's a lot there, but lengthwise there's not much there, and I don't have a laptop that would be good enough for editing on. That's why like all my editing's done on the PlayStation. At some point I'll have to get something that's capable of doing that stuff, but right now I don't have it. But just to be free and clear, doing it with this. The link to the video will be in the comments, and everything I talk about, I'll let you know what time in the video is at. Now, for like around 8-second, 9-second of the video, there's a heavy focus on Eldora, which you can be understandable. Like, it's one of like 4 or 5 tracks that are being added. Well, it's probably more than that, but roughly around that. And it's got to be the most anticipated one for the game, like in general, because that's a fun track to watch. And from a technical standpoint, it will show just how much detail they put into the game. And that's where this first point comes into that I have a little bit of issue with, because the trucks do have like that dirt effect. Like you can see at around 8 seconds some dirt flying off the tires. But when you go to the 9-second marker, it goes off from the trucks and it shows from a distance, and the trucks look clean. Like I don't see any dirt on them, and I don't really see a groove in the road surface. But it's maybe that's the beginning of the race. I would have hoped they would, if that's the case, I would have hoped they would have shown later in the race. So it's like, look at our mud effects, look at how the grooves are forming on the tracks. I feel not that, because like to me that says, well, it's either the beginning of the race or Eldora isn't gonna be graphically what it needs to be, because gameplay. Like looking at the cars look graphically the same as this game, so it's kind of, well, were you not able to do mud effects on the car type deal? And handling wise at Eldora, I can't really get a feel for it, because in the video they've got a white truck appearing to slide through the exit of the turn, but you got Crafton behind them, and Crafton's running it like he was at New Hampshire or Martinsville. So his, like, is he hung out, or if he's just turning down the straightaway? Like, dirt track should be kind of sliding some. Now we go into the contracts, and at around 15 seconds there's a good like pause and look at type thing, where you get an offer from the organization Nemco, I believe it is, and it's to run the 8 truck, which I don't quite get why, because there's the sons and sometimes the father. Well, I don't know, I think the son's running full time this year, but last year the son and the father took turns in it. And so it's kind of, well, why is it that? And it says like, you got, if you get top 10, then you might get offers in the future. So that's nothing else that I know about it. So like, that's kind of vague right there, where it's like, yeah, we might offer you something. So I'm kind of curious to see what happens when you don't do it and what happens when you do it. Because in trucks, I don't know, maybe different, but in this game, top 10, especially early, like first season, top 10 only certain tracks that I feel comfortable. Like I got top five at Talladega, and that was definitely a fluke because they pitted when I didn't see a reason for them to. But at least there's the contracts there. So, like, I know Junior seems to be having some doubts as to whether he's retiring. I'm honestly on the boat where I hope he doesn't retire. But in-game wise, that'd be kind of cool. Like, work my way up to that. And I'm hoping these contracts aren't limited to Toyota. Because like this is just coming to me. Those contracts may end up being limited to Toyota. So like your end goal may be Joe Gibbs, but like my end goal ideally would be like 88 Hendrick Motorsports. And so I'm kind of hoping you're not limited to one thing. I don't see why they would, but Toyota's got their hand in their pocket for a second game in a row, so I'm not going to say that I don't see that as being a possibility that you're only allowed to do Toyotas, because that number 8, I'm pretty sure is a Toyota. It may be a Chevy, but I'm pretty sure it's a Toyota off the top of my head. Just don't yell at me if it's wrong, but at 19 seconds, they show the multiplayer loading screen. This one you definitely have to pause to see all the things. I haven't done multiplayer on this, so I don't know how it varies from this. If multiplayer is your thing, then you'll know if it's the same or if it varies. Well, I know it's not exactly the same because one of the options is to choose the series, but if you pause it just at the right time, you can see all that's there, and it's the 40 car multiplayer again, which that's the reason I didn't do it on this game. Like I probably will to get the trophies at some point, but like I remember in the last gen ones, a lobby of more than 10, you're kind of pushing it. Like a lobby of 16, you're almost guaranteed to lose someone. So a lobby of 40, like I don't know how you get 40 people to play at the same time, but if you could, I just see it as being the most laggy event you've ever seen, and that's what's been holding me back from trying this one. Like that's probably where I will start a league up, and it will most likely be a subscribers league. So definitely hop on if you want to join that. I'll hit the subscribe button if you want to join that. But sorry, getting off track. Along with the 40 multiplayer, it's set this series that you want to do, all lobby type. I didn't quite see what that meant. I'm taking it as like competitive, or like there may be even ghosts where like you can't hit each other type deal. I think it was number of races because it said single race, so I'm thinking of saying that's for number of races, which track, obviously, what tire and fuels you want to be at, whether it be normal, 2 times, 4 times, such and such. Having AI cars enabled, which that's where I'd be more ideal. Like, give me 5 to 10 players and 35 to 30 AI. That seems like something I'd be more into. If you want flags on or off, I don't know how that. Like I hope they fix that. I don't know about in online, but I know in career it's no flags, black flags, yellow and black flags. Like I'd rather have yellow by itself. Black flags, especially in like leagues, can be. Well, actually, usually people don't use yellow flags online because of the issue with them not being accurate. It's easier to self-call and damage the cars in, because if you watch the video I did on the AI at Sonoma, they can just tear up the car. At 22 seconds in, they show the split screen. Honestly, I don't know why. Like split screen kind of feels like something that went out the window a long time ago. Like that was before we had better connection between systems. So like I can kind of see why, but I can also see like, well, what in the world's the point? Like when I thought like co-op, like I'm thinking F1 career mode where you can play on your system and your buddy plays on his, and you're doing a career mode like that type deal. So split screen, yeah, doesn't really see a reason for it. And at 25 seconds, they had a detail hood flaps on Larson's. Like instead of just being a flap coming up, like there's the tethers there, and he's like almost rolled over. Now it looks like there's improved damage, but I can't tell for sure. Like they have the Dylan's 13 facing backwards, I believe, and the nose is kind of crumpled up like I've gotten in several races. It doesn't look quite really any different from that. But Larson's nose, like I don't know if it's lighting or not, but it looked like a better damage pattern on that hood as it was flipping. And of course, I already told you guys about this. There's a $50 coupon ticket, and the price is $49.99. They're either saying the game's not really worth it, or they're kind of banking on people not using those coupons, because you've got to go to that certain track organization's track. So you've got to go to your New Hampshire's, your Bristol's, your Las Vegas, the ones that they fall under. So obviously I'm gonna be using, like I can't use it this year because I've already ordered my Bristol tickets, and that Bristol's before the game comes out, and I'm not waiting for the game because for New Hampshire, because New Hampshire is the same month in New Hampshire. So like that ticket saves me is what I saved by ordering before September. But I think it's good for 17 and 18, so I'll be using New Hampshire 18. But, and like I said, I'm thinking it's either they're saying the game's not worth it, or they're just banking on, okay, well, we know this percentage of people are going to use it, but there's a vast number that this ticket's not going to be used, so it's not money out type deal. So it's one of those things where they're thinking it's a wash, or or maybe it's a thank you for coming back after NASCAR Heat Evolution. Because NASCAR Heat Evolution, if I'm correct, they've openly basically said, yeah, we started from scratch, and this is what we could put out in the time starting from scratch. So it's kind of like, well, why start from scratch? Use that properties and then say, do a full-fledged thing from scratch and do it like that. Like, it would have been better than this. And the game releases September 12th of this year, barring any delays. I would hope there's no delays if they're doing a trailer this late. But there's no hints or anything about a beta, so I wouldn't hold your breath for a beta for this game. I was kind of hoping they would, because, like, to me, I feel like they don't listen to people. So, like, I know some of my ideas in this game, but I'm the one that they heard it from. Like, they're like, oh, this is what needs to be in there, and I just happened to say it before anything was announced type deal. But they're definitely ones that I'd like to see one from, because I don't feel like they listen to the fans. And this would be like, yeah, we're testing the game, we're making sure the game works, and we're getting feedback from the people that play the game type deal. So comment. So sorry, starting to get ahead of myself, but that's about all I've got for you guys today. Hit the like button if you plan on getting it, and comment down below whether you're Xbox or PS4. Like, I'm definitely buying it for the PS4, but if we get enough people on Xbox that are wanting to do a league, then maybe buy it on there too. So feel free to comment your console down below. But as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys